Good morning, students. Welcome back again. Myself, Arvind Pandey. Yes, dear students, in previous classes, I had finished chapter number 1, but now in this present time, I am going to teach chapter number 2 in history. You know very well that Herodotus is known as the father of history. Yes, today is the chapter number 2. I will teach you establishing the company power. Yes, dear students, this is the motto of the lesson: establish the company power in India. Yes, dear students, as you know, many foreigner invader came in India. They wanted to establish in Indian market to their trade. They had tried, like Portuguese, the Spanish, the Dutch, the Muslim invader, the British East India Company. This is the important topic of the chapter number 2, establishing the company power. And like this you can say कि पूरा गोल जो है, पूरा लक्ष्य जो है, ये हमारे एस्टैब्लिशिंग द कंपनी पावर के अंतर्गत ही चलता है. तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, किस प्रकार एस्टैब्लिश्ड का मतलब लाइक दिस, किस प्रकार कंपनी ने अपने शक्ति की स्थापना इंडिया में की. यानी लाइक दिस यू कैन से ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन 1602. आई एम राइट? यस, इन 1600. यानी लाइक दिस यू कैन से ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन 1600 इन इंडिया. बिफोर दिस, firstly I want to denote you that merchant and wars. Merchants, those foreigner are coming and establish their trade in Indian market, and they wanted to gain the lot of profit from Indian market. That is known as merchants. Understand? And wars, what is the relation of wars among merchants? So you can say trader from different countries have always wanted to acquire wealth for themselves and their countries. यानी like this, विभिन्न देशों से आए हुए व्यापारी अपने अपने माल को, अपने अपने प्रोडक्शन को, अपने उत्पादन को, अपने उत्पाद को लाइक दिस दे वांटेड टू सेल इन इंडियन मार्केट एंड दे वांटेड टू गेन द प्रॉफिट. सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, फर्स्टली वी विल नो दैट इन एंशियंट टाइम रोमन also wanted to gain the profit, gain the good amount from the Indian market. They have established their trade also. So many merchants wanted to sell their products in Indian markets. That's why it was a gathered position in Indian market, and the condition creates a wars, because all wanted to establish their trade in Indian markets. That's why traders have always eyed India as an attractive prospect. जो भी ट्रेडर्स थे उनका ये मानना था कि यदि इंडियन मार्केट में यदि हमारी थोड़ी जगह मिल गई तो धीरे धीरे हम जो है अपने आप को एस्टैब्लिश कर लेंगे और इंडियन मार्केट से अपनी प्रॉस्पेरिटी, अपना समृद्धि जो है हम पूरे इंडियन मार्केट में बना लेंगे और वहां से काफ़ी ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट हम कमा सकते हैं। तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यू हैव टू नोटिस मर्चेंट्स एंड वार्स। जहां बहुत सारे मर्चेंट्स आ जाते हैं तो सभी ये चाहते हैं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो है हम प्रॉफिट अर्न करें, और उस समय जो है कोई कम दाम में जो माल बेचता है, यानी चीप रेट में यदि कोई समवन अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को बेचना चाहता है तो दैट्स वाई वो ज़्यादा बेनिफिट कमाता है। यानी लाइक दिस मर्चेंट्स एंड वार्स, ये दिस इज द टॉपिक ऑफ दिस मर्चेंट्स एंड वार्स। यानी लाइक दिस बहुत सारे मर्चेंट्स इंडियन मार्केट में अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को सेल करना चाहते थे और उससे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बेनिफिट कमाना चाहते थे। ये मंतव्य सभी मर्चेंट्स का था, जिसके कारण यहाँ एक वार जैसी स्थिति देखने को मिली, एक बहुत ज़्यादा बैटल देखने को मिला। तो आइए हम देखते हैं अब सेकेंड टॉपिक जो है, ये नाना प्रकार के मर्चेंट्स आए इंडिया में और अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को सेल करने की कोशिश की। सेकेंड थिंग हम बात करेंगे पोर्तुगीज। पुर्तगाली पीपल, पुर्तगाली मर्चेंट्स केम इन इंडिया टू एस्टेब्लिश देयर ट्रेड्स in Indian market. That's why you can say these peoples are known, these merchants are known as Portuguese. Understand? Portuguese in India, भारत में जो पोर्तुगीज आए तो उनकी क्या स्थिति रही ये आप जान सकते हैं। पोर्तुगीज, द किंग ऑफ कैलिकट वाज ओन ओवर बाय द पोर्तुगीज। कालीकट के राजा ने पोर्तुगीज के ऊपर जो है अपना प्रभुत्व स्थापित कर लिया था। दे शून गेन परमिशन फ्रॉम द किंग सेट अप देयर फैक्ट्रीज एट कालीकट, कन्नौज एंड कोचीन। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, मैं आपको बता दूं कि पोर्तुगीज जो पुर्तगाली व्यापारी थे उनको कहा जाता है, और जब दे केम इन इंडिया एंड दे हैव टेकन परमिशन फ्रॉम द किंग of India, and they have taken permission from that, and they have established their factories in Calicut, in Kannauj and in Cochin also, so that उन्होंने अपनी कंपनी की स्थापना कर ली थी और उन्होंने अपने इंडियन मार्केट में अपना पैर पसारना शुरू कर दिया था। तो हिस्ट्री इज नॉट ए बोर्डिंग सब्जेक्ट। Many students say, sir, history is boring subject, but not. If you want to learn the history, if you want to learn history, so that you have to understand. You have to understand like a story. Firstly, आपको ये डेट वगैरह याद करने होंगे, आपको इसके हीरो याद करने होंगे, इसके विलन करने होंगे। लाइक दिस, यानी कहने का मतलब है कि कोई युद्ध होता है, उस युद्ध में कौन कौन लड़ते हैं, उसकी डेट क्या थी, उसमें कौन कौन से योद्धा थे, उस दोनों योद्धाओं में से किसकी विजय हुई, यानी लाइक दिस कौन विक्ट्री हुआ और कौन डिफीटेड हुआ। सो दैट्स, इस प्रकार से जब हम जान लेते हैं तो यू कैन से दैट्स हिस्ट्री इज एन इजली सब्जेक्ट। अंडरस्टैंड? नाउ आई एम कमिंग Portuguese in India again, like this. The king, they have taken permission from the king and they have established their trade in all over India. Not all over India, only 3, Calicut, Kannauj and Cochin. They have established their trade in Indian market. Only thrice you can say. Okay. Now, Dutch trade in India. Dutch, Holland. You have listened a name of Holland. Hollandian people is known as Dutch. Those merchants came from Holland in India and they have well settled their trade in Indian market, they wanted to gain the profit from their trades. So Hollandian merchants are called Dutch. The Dutch East India Company was set up in 1602. Now I am coming in 16th century, like this. Hollandian merchants, and like this you can say Dutch. Whenever Dutch came in India in 1602, and they have set up their company in 1602. It wanted to have a spice trade in India. They wanted to do the trade in India of spices, many types of spices. You know very well that garlic, coriander, turmeric, cardamom, and many types name of spices. So that's, you know very well that they wanted to sell their products, sell their spices in Indian market, and they wanted to become a prosperity person. So they have established their trade in Indian market, and Indian market was very big. That's why many traders wanted to settle here and do the trade in Indian markets, because their market is very vast, and they wanted to gain the profit. Okay, so it was merchants. These topics are merchants and wars, Portuguese in India, Dutch trade in India. I hope that you have understand very well. Yes, dear students, have you understood? Yes or no? Yes. So you have to mention in notebook also, because I will give in exam. So you have to read with carefully and learn also. Just suppose that if question is coming, one question I am making, the Dutch East India Company was set up in dash. Suppose that, fill in the blanks. So how can you fill? So you have to learn the Dutch East India Company was set up in 1602. So you can write very well. Am I right? Second, which type they have established their trade in Indian market. So you can say that spices trade. Okay, it's objective question. You can say MCQ, multiple choice question. Maybe chances it is coming, so that's you have to put a tick mark. So these are the important factors of the lesson. You have to read carefully. Okay, any problem? No? Yes. थैंक यू सो मच. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक यू सो मच. गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स. Once again we are coming on the chapter number 2, establishing the company power. We will discuss in about today that British in India. This is the important point in Indian history. What we are taking about this topic, British in India, who came from Britain, that is known as Britisher. Understand? And East India Company was a company of Britain. You know very well. So I have described in previous classes the Spanish, the Dutch, the Muslim invaders, the Portuguese came in India to establish their trade in Indian market. So now I am coming of this topic, British in India. Yes, dear students, they set up the East India Company in 1600. East India Company was established in 1600. You know, it is a important question कि when did the East India Company established? So you can say the East India Company established in 1600. Understand? Now I am coming. British came in India and they wanted to set up in Indian markets. That's why they know they want dear students, they wanted to know very well that Indian market is very vast, and if many traders of many countries they wanted to establish in Indian market, so that's we also, and they came in India and they have taken permission from Mughal dynasty Jahangir. They have taken permission from Jahangir, and when Jahangir has given permission to you can establish your company, so that then after they have taken permission for trade and to set up their trade center in Agra, Bhuj and Ahmedabad. You know very well that's Agra. Where is Agra located? So that you can say Agra is a city of UP, Uttar Pradesh. You can say Uttar Pradesh. Their capital is Lucknow. So Agra, Bhuj and Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is Gujarat. Okay, you know very well that's Agra, Bhuj and Ahmedabad. These are the name of important city where there the British established their company in India, and trading center in Bengal, and they have well settled in Bengal. Understand? And they have well set up their trading center in Bengal. The first trading center was opened at Surat. Surat is in Gujarat. You can say Surat is a big city of textile, so that you can say British set up their textile company in Surat. They have started first company, first trade in Surat. Surat is in Gujarat. Okay. So now then I am coming second topic, chain of factories. You know very well that when Britishers have known, when Britishers have known that Indian market is very suitable for us and we can success in this field, we can success in this Indian market, so that they have made a plan and they have created a good chain of factories. Like this, in upper side I have written here Agra, Bhuj and Ahmedabad. They have settled, they have make a good chain of company, and they have well settled in Indian market, and day by day they have established many types of company in all regions of India. Understand? Yes, dear students, you can say like this, whenever they have taken permission from doing the trade, and instead of trade they give a good revenue to Mughal ruler Jahangir and others. Like this, we will discuss in at last. So no problem. So Aurangzeb had permitted the British to set up trading centers in Bengal. सबसे पहले we will discuss in about that. थोड़ा सा ये हिस्ट्री है. हिस्ट्री के बारे में हम ये जानने की कोशिश करेंगे कि मुगल डायनेस्टी, जो मुगल वंश है, यू कैन से मुगल डायनेस्टी में कौन कौन सम्राट हुए. सो यू कैन से बाबर हैज एस्टैब्लिश देयर डायनेस्टी. बाबर हैड एस्टैब्लिश मुगल डायनेस्टी. बाबर ने मुगल साम्राज्य की स्थापना की थी. बाबर, हुमायूं, अकबर, जहांगीर, शाहजहां, औरंगजेब. और औरंगजेब के बाद जो इनके जो पुत्र हुए थे, औरंगजेब के बाद मुगल डायनेस्टी का अंत हो गया था. तो मैं आपको बता दूं कि द ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी जब केम इन इंडिया एंड दे हैव टेकन परमिशन फ्रॉम जहांगीर एंड एट द लास्ट दे हैव टेकन परमिशन फ्रॉम द औरंगजेब एंड परमिटेड टू द ब्रिटिश टू सेट अप ट्रेडिंग सेंटर इन बंगाल. So you can say many trading center was in India. After this, they whenever they have seen that here we can upgrade, we can sell our product thing. So they have well settled. And they have tried to set up in Indian market. Okay, so the first याद रखेंगे what was the first trading center of East India Company. So that you can say the first trading center was opened at Surat. Surat was the first trading center of the East India Company. Understand? Now I am coming next. Anglo-French conflict. On the time East India Company and the French East India Company, two companies wanted to sell their products in Indian market and they were good enmity. उन दोनों में बहुत अच्छी शत्रुता हो चुकी थी और they wanted to establish their trade in India. So that's why it was very complicated to set up in India because two major organizations were bumping for the set up their trade in India. That's why first Carnatic War, second Carnatic War and third Carnatic War, three Carnatic wars were held in India against the British East India Company and the French East India Company. So first Carnatic War was held in 1744 to 1748 and it was a battle between the French East India Company and the East India Company. Second Carnatic War was held in 1748 to 1754 and third Carnatic War was held in 1756 to 1763. So that they were bumping against. That's why their trade was bursting. That you can say in Indian market many traders wanted to settle, but एक कहावत है कि जिसकी लाठी उसकी भैंस. लाइक दिस, जो मजबूत होगा वही अपना झंडा फहराएगा. यानी यू कैन से कि इन इंडियन मार्केट टू companies वर बम्पिंग, बम्पिंग मीन्स टकराना, ये दो कंपनी आपस में टकरा रही थी अपने सेटलमेंट के लिए, सेटअप के लिए, और अंतत्व गत्वा, like this you can say at the last you can say the East India Company was set up very well in India and they ruled all over India in 200 years. Now I want to say something, dear students, you have to listen with carefully this video, and I will send PDF file in a Scholar app, so you can write from the Scholar app, and I will send a worksheet of this chapter on 23rd July 2020. So that I hope that you will listen it carefully and you will read the chapter. I hope that you have purchased the books from the bookstore, so you will learn one by one chapter and learn tricky terms. In like this you can say learn word meanings, tricky terms, MCQ, fill in the blanks, true, false, and some briefing questions. Okay, thank you so much. We will meet on next video. Thank you so much.